In a quiet forest, a tiny sparrow named Richard is born into tragedy. After a weasel destroys his nest and takes the lives of his parents, Richard is discovered by a family of migrating storks. Instead of leaving him behind, they choose to raise him as one of their own. From that day on, Richard grows up believing he is a stork. Claudius, the proud leader of the flock, becomes his father. Aurora, gentle and warm, becomes his mother. And Max, his energetic brother, becomes his best friend. Together, they make him family. But as winter approaches, the hard truth surfaces. Richard is a sparrow too small to survive the long migration to Africa. Despite his protests, the flock takes flight without him. Heartbroken but determined, Richard tries to follow, and is knocked from the sky by a violent storm. He wakes to find an unlikely friend, Olga, a huge pygmy owl with a kind heart, and an imaginary companion named Olga. Together, they begin a journey to find the stork flock. Along the way they meet Kiki, a flashy, disco-loving budgie who dreams of fame. He promises to guide them but tricks them instead. Richard, hurt and frustrated, pushes ahead alone. He decides he will cross the sea by himself, even if it means risking his life. Just as he leaps from a cliff, Olga and Kiki dive after him. The three join wings, catching the wind, gliding together over the roaring ocean. They barely survive a close call with the jumbo jet and crash into the pool of a giant cruise ship, where Kiki even manages to save Olga's life. Meanwhile, far away in Africa, the storks face their own danger. Their watering hole has dried up, and Max is lost inside the cave of a raging honey badger. When Richard finally arrives, he doesn't hesitate. With Olga and Kiki by his side, he dives into the cave. Together, they fight off the honey badger long enough to free Max. Richard triggers a collapse that defeats the creature but buries himself in the rubble. For a moment, everyone fears the worst. Then, Richard bursts out, alive. His family rushes to him, Aurora in tears, Max cheering, Claudius humbled. And in that moment, Richard is finally seen not as a sparrow, not as an outsider, but as a true member of the flock. Richard proved something powerful: you don't need to match the wings of your family to fly beside them. Courage makes you soar. And love shows you where you belong.